received a couple of hundred, and they've been very supportive, and I think they kind of carry him through the day. He's probably on his third week there now, and I went up to visit him this weekend. I think this is the first week he's been able to have visitors. The first week they call it kind of I forget the word, it's an integration, but basically you're just in isolation in a individual cell, and you get 2 hours to go out and take a shower and interact, and then you're back in the cell. And then after the first week or so, then they put you in the general population, which is at that point you're feeling like it's much improved, and you get a little more interaction. It's a military prison, so it's not. It's a newer prison in Fort Leavenworth. It's a joint regional correctional facility, I believe it's called. But there's not a whole lot to do. But the letters he gets are sure important to him, and then he can't respond to them other than he gets I think 10 envelopes a week, so he can send out 10 letters a week, but that's it.
Would you? I have the letter, and it's up on our website. But for people who don't have access to the internet, do you have the letter close to you?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I have it, and I was going to have you read it. It's dated December 21st, and he writes, and he says, I hope all's well. I don't know how to start a letter or what to say. I hope I made a difference in a very important matter. It cost me a lot. But now I have to believe it turned out okay. There certainly are no do-overs. The important thing is that for the work to carry on so we never have this situation again. That's how he begins it. And he writes, today's my fourth day in Leavenworth. My first day with supplies to write and send letters, hoping for a phone call today. Another soldier and I arrived Saturday a.m. shortly after midnight. We are considered in reception status until we complete about a week of briefings and assessments. But they have a holiday schedule until New Year's Day. Although they will make some efforts, we will likely remain in reception until January. Reception status is mostly locked down in my cell. Mm-hmm. We now get 2 hours of rec time in the morning and afternoon. Rec time is a cell door open to a common pod area with a 4-seat table, an exercise bike that does not work, a flat-screen TV we cannot watch, and 2 showers. Activities: playing cards, a few board games, working out in my cell between meals, reading the rule book, Bible, and now writing letters. Looks like the routine for the next several weeks. We have limited stamps, envelopes, and I'm writing with a small, soft plastic, almost rubber pen that's not too comfortable. After getting more integrated in January, hopefully minimum security, we'll have more privileges. We will not be able to use a computer, limited phone, news, or TV. We have to order our own health and comfort supplies from a small provided list. We're allowed 1 order request per month, not more than $35 a month. I'm hoping they'll honor my first order on credit. We've not been able to get money into our account yet, not having any communications with Philly yet. That's his wife. And I hope to get a small radio with earbuds so I can get some radio news. I had to work hard to decide how many batteries I could buy to get by with how many rolls of toilet paper to buy. The trial seems now long ago. With a feeling of helplessness going through the process, I likely got the best outcome I could have, but it was painful. After the trial, I overheard someone say, well, he's no hero now. Sorry, I was not in it to be a hero, just thought I was doing the right thing. Spent enough on myself and my family's future for now. Others are going to have to continue. Got to go now. Moving cells quickly. Phones don't look good today. They brought a phone in, but no one knows how we can call out collect. Signed, Terry. That's really,
right.
That's so, when I read that, Greg, that's awful.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he stood tall.
Oh, I agree. And, and so he spent, Christmas and the New Year's in this facility, and as Commander-in-Chief was in Hawaii vacationing, and I thought, this would be a good time for Obama, perhaps, since he's in Honolulu, to stop by the Office of Vital Statistics and get that birth certificate that exists, and maybe show us. But no, he's sacrificed quite a bit. I think people that know his story are sympathetic. People that have said anything bad about him usually don't really know what the facts are, and once they realize what the whole story is, and then they get it, I think. So,
I'm sure I followed this. I'm sure as close as anyone or more so that the erstwhile governor of Hawaii, Neil Abercrombie, who now claims he knew Obama's parents and says that he was at social events with the baby, and he was going to be, when he took office on December the 6th, he was going to show everyone the truth. And, of course, now he has gone totally mum, doesn't speak, and he said his spokesperson said his priority now is the economy.
Right.
I'm amazed by that. And as we have talked, when good men do nothing, and all Barack Obama had to do would be to show that long form, your brother would have gone back to active status, and that would have been the end of the story. But, of course, he had no intentions and no abilities to do so.
Correct. I mean, before the charges were filed, before the trial, even after the trial, letter after letter, he was sent letter after letter by Terry and myself and other people, and the letter got forwarded from Obama to the military. So I know that he received it. The military told me that. They said we're in receipt of your letters from, to Obama, and we'll handle it from here. So. No, he had plenty of chances to stand tall and do the right thing, and he chose not to.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this newly elected governor was going to set all of this straight as of December 6th, and by, Thursday morning, it'll be a month. And I'm sorry.
So people that track, Obama Senior's whereabouts, and such that it was chronologically impossible for him to have actually seen them together.
Oh, they couldn't have. No, it couldn't have. Couldn't have. He's lying. And what's also interesting is after Obama goes there for his Christmas vacation, all of this goes quiet.
Right.
I mean, he's shooting off, as my father would say, his big bazoo about how he's going to make all of this right, and he's going to torpedo the birthers. And he is, emphatic about this.
Right.
And so now, no longer is he. Matter of fact, he doesn't even talk about it. So
he's probably been enlightened that there really are issues and really are problems.
Of course.
So.
Of course. I mean, it isn't there. Or it's. By the way, while you're at it, if you get a chance, I don't know if you've ever spoken with a guy by the name of, and he's an interesting character. He's now appeared on our show, Andy Martin. Does his name ring a bell to you?
No, it does not.
Get full value of Mr. Martin. We had him on the radio show on Friday, which was New Year's Eve, and he knocked it out of the park for 2 hours on Frank Marshall Davis as Barack Obama's father. And so he sent us some pictures of his belief. And if you go to the website, khow.com, we have your brother's letter there, but we also have these pictures. And I'll tell you what, a picture of Frank Marshall Davis as a man and Barack Obama, President Obama, and these guys look a hell of a lot more alike than he does as Barack Sr. does to Barack Jr. And I'm just amazed at this stuff. And there's a young radio guy in New York, hopefully you have him on a radio show tomorrow, by the name of Aaron Klein. He's on WABC, which is like KOA, and he's on the case. And so there's now an internet or an inner working of talk show guys and investigative reporters who are trying to link up and look at this story as what happened to your brother and the rest of this stuff. And there's I don't know if there's any light in the forest, but at least there's more people asking the question.
Well, I believe with you enlightening people and people like you and these people come hell or high water, I think that the truth will eventually come out, and Terry will be better for it, and the country will certainly be better for it.
No, I agree. I mean, and no fear. Your brother had no fear, and I tell people don't fear this.
Right.
Well, we'll be in touch. People have asked us to ask you how to get in touch with your brother, but I don't even know if can people write to him.
No, I think people can write to him, and actually books can be sent to him as long as they come straight from the like Borders books or wherever you order them, and or other, I think, small things can be sent to him as long as it comes straight from the company. And then the letters do keep him going. He's just unfortunate he can't respond. And some of the letters, maybe there'll come a time when we can share them, but some are very powerful, and many are from retired veterans or retired military people or current military people, and so they certainly have a lot of significance.
We will speak. God bless you, and if you need anything, please be in touch with us. And I'm going to put you on hold And if you would give an address for your brother, and we can put that up on our website next to his letter. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Thank
All
you,
right.
Peter.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Greg Lakin, Terry Lakin's brother.